friends, welcome back to my channel, Just Tanya Renee. Hey, if you have not done so, please click the subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel. Trust me, you will not regret it. I'm going to be uploading new videos every Sunday, so you've got to tune in because you never know what you're going to get, okay? The last video, I basically said that I would give some of the steps that I took, you know, when I finally came to that decision of getting my divorce. Let me say this before I go over those steps. Before I had actually even moved forward with my divorce, you know, I tried everything. My ex-husband and I had gone through probably about 6 counselors. So I say that to say you have to try everything to salvage your marriage because it is for better or worse. And sometimes when couples and spouses go through marital counseling, they're able to salvage their marriage if both people are willing to work towards it. Unfortunately, sometimes you have that one person that just doesn't want to seek help, just doesn't want to get better. So if you have tried everything and now you're at the point of, I know I want to move forward with divorce, here are the 5 steps that I took that helped me tremendously. I call it the 5P process. Listen to me. I could not have made it through my divorce without the 5P process. Number 1, prayer. I don't know what your faith is, but you have got to draw on your faith and pray about this. And this is the 1P that you will take through the 5P process. You have to continue to pray because this is a life-changing decision. So I really had to seek God's faith to make sure, you know, what I was doing was right, and to also help order my steps, you know, through the way. So number 1 is prayer. Number 2, professional help, professional counsel. You know, I feel like I'm a pretty strong person, strongly believe in prayer, but you know what, people? There are people out there that are professionally, you know, able to deal with things like divorce. They're able to help people through it. And I will tell you that when you are in an abusive relationship, a lot of times you are isolated from family and friends. And so you've kept so much in and bottled up inside. It just helps to go to a psychiatrist, a psychologist, even maybe a counselor in your church, you know, just to be able to talk things through. All right, number 3, this is important. You need to write down the pros and the cons. And really, you should do this before you, contemplate divorce. But I kind of even did it as I was going through because it had to be a reminder for me. It was kind of my why. I had to refer back to this. And, you know, everyone deals with different abusers. But I will tell you, if you are in a situation where you are dealing with, you know, someone with a narcissistic, you know, personality, or, you know, it's just someone that has a controlling personality. When you're going through this process, you will feel like you're almost going crazy. I mean, I don't know anyone that's probably been involved in a narcissistic relationship. You know the sky is blue, but if they say it's purple, honestly, you start to question sometimes, is it purple? I know the sky is blue. You know, I know that. I know this to be true. But sometimes people with that type of personality can make you feel like you are just losing it. And I'm saying that sometimes when you're going through this divorce process, you know, your emotions are going to be going up and down. I had to refer back to this piece of paper, my why. All right, we're going to move to number 4. Number 4, I love number 4. Positive posse. Yes, let me repeat that. Positive posse. Look, when you finally make this decision, and like I said before, you've been isolated so much from family and friends, but when you're going through something like this, now am I saying go out and blab it to everyone and all your friends, you know, and coworkers that you're getting a divorce? No, you really don't need to do that because this is something that's really private. But, you know, it helps to have one or two close circle friends to help you through this. It really does. I had 3 close family friend members that really helped me through this. And I will tell you all, I don't think I would have made it without them. I had 3 people that I really trusted that were with me throughout this entire process. One was my prayer warrior. My second, friend, she was just the one that would send me different text messages and would add humor, and then of course the third one, thank goodness I had the other 2, because she was the one that would call ever so often, like, just say the word. I'll have the U-Haul truck, I got the pepper spray, and I got some other things packed up in my purse. Just say the word. That would kind of add humor too. Everybody has probably that friend, and that was great, because it just shows the love that people have for you. But, I had those 3 friends that helped me to get through this process. And I'll also say this, that they were my checkpoint. I had to kind of touch base with them, because when you are going through something major like this, even though I felt that I knew my ex-husband at that time, you always see in the news, sometimes, you really don't know a person. And so I had to kind of check in with them every morning. I would have to send the happy bear, via text. And that happy bear emoji was basically saying, everything is okay. It's a good day. And they really look for that. If I didn't send that happy bear, I'm telling you, they were going to call the cavalry, to come check up on me. Have someone keep you sane, as you're going through this is really important. You have to have that. And then the 5th and final, and I put this together, it's plan and prepare. Let me say that again. You've got to plan and prepare. During my marriage, my ex-husband really handled a lot of the finances. Yes, I had my own, but as far as things like, filing our income taxes, things like that, he had always handled that. So if someone had ever asked me, how do you all file? What was the amount, that you all filed on your taxes? I didn't know. And I know that may sound crazy, but I just trusted him to do all of that. So when you're getting ready to file for divorce, there's information that you really need to have. Do you know your spouse's social security number? Do you know, of course, hopefully you know where he works, but the address, if you have a spouse that works out of town, do you know the address of that employer? Do you know the exact amount that your, spouse makes? Do you know how you all filed the last 5 years? When you filed your taxes, how you filed in those amounts. So you really need to gather that information and have that information secured somewhere, making copies. You also need to reflect and start thinking about your own finances. Thinking about your own finances from being a single mom again. What is your income? What is the cost of living? What are your bills? What are your finances? Are you going to, stay there and be able to afford the home? You might want to start looking at apartments in other homes and what you plan to do there. Do you plan to live with a friend or with a family member, with the kids until the divorce is finalized? There are things like that you really have to think about, write it down and plan. And let me tell you this, being on the other side now, it will work itself through. Remember how I said that first P, prayer? You do that throughout the entire process. And when you're doing that, trust me, everything will work itself out in the end. I just want to encourage you to know everything will work out in the end. So what are those 5 steps? Prayer, okay? Professional help, professional counsel. Weigh those pros and cons again. Make a list and refer to that list throughout this process. 4, you better have your positive posse. Trust me, they will hold you through it. They will help you make it through. And then number 5 is plan and prepare. If you do these 5 things, it's going to help you make it through this trying time. It really will. Okay, those are the 5 P's. Hey, listen, you've got to join me next Sunday. I'm going to kind of lighten it up next Sunday, believe it or not. I know we've been talking about divorce, and I hope that this has really helped you to know that you can make it through. But I also want those to know, that want to know what it's like divorced at 50, or life dating after divorce. So coming up these next couple of Sundays, we'll be talking about how Tanya Renee, got her groove back, might be talking about compatibility, zodiac signs. It's just going to be a lot of interesting topics that's going to be coming up the next couple of Sundays. So you got to tune in. Remember, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do that. And hey guys, comment, give me your feedback. Hey, I just feel like we're family, we're friends. I want to hear your comments and your feedback. So definitely comment below. And hey, I'll see you next Sunday.